Wide week update time, and we are staying anchored to the same core we laid out yesterday while tightening around the latest projections and news for Seahawks-Patriots quarterback first. We are keeping quarterback Sam Darnold as a core play against New England, who have a tough defense overall. He carries a dash rank of 100 with an 18-point projection at 16,200, and he just put up 30 after back-to-back nines with 15 per game on the season. The why is unchanged. 1. Direct correlation with our top captain is elite in this matchup. 2. New England's defense tends to trade explosives for field goals, which suits Darnold's efficiency and Seattle's layered route tree. The national conversation this week circled back to his old Patriots ghosts moment and ESPN analyst Dan Orlovsky's response, as covered by Essentially Sports, and we like how Darnold has steadied through this playoff run despite that noise. Earlier reports also mentioned oblique management, per Essentially Sports, but the recent performance supports the ceiling we are buying. Projected ownership looks almost non-existent, which only helps in tournaments. We are keeping quarterback Drake May as our tournament pivot against Seattle, who have a tough defense overall. Dash rank 95, 21-point projection at 16,500, with 16, 17, and 19 in his last 3 and 22 per game this season. The why remains leverage on volume. Multiple outlets reported that Matthew Stafford edged May for MVP by a single vote at NFL Honors, which can correlate with an aggressive call sheet in big spots, and Sporting News provided a betting overview for this game that lines up with a pass-leaning Patriots path. If New England leans into May's arm, he can outkick a tough matchup. He is also being ignored by the field, which gives us clean leverage on popular Seattle stacks running back next. We are holding the running back Kenneth Walker III against New England, who have a tough defense overall. Dash rank 82, 16-point projection at 14,700, with recent 21, 39, and 17. The why is explosive profile and touchdown equity in a grind. Coverage this season highlighted his slow week 1, then surge, and the last 2 weeks have confirmed he still flips drives with chunk gains. He also correlates with kicker Jason Myers if drives stall. Ownership is again surprisingly light, which we will embrace. We are keeping running back Ramondre Stevenson as GPP only against Seattle, who have a tough defense overall. Dash rank 68, 16-point projection at 13,200 with recent 7, 12, and 16. The why is touch count volatility, tied to midweek concern. Essentially, Sports aggregated Mike Vrabel's Wednesday update that included Stevenson among the injured and cited an NFL doctors concerning red. Even if he suits up, that can cap the ceiling, so he stays in tournament stacks with May and out of our core unless late-week reports improve. The field is not prioritizing him, which is exactly when we sprinkle for leverage wide receiver and flex. We are doubling down on wide receiver Jackson Smith and Jigba against New England, who have a tough defense overall. Dash rank 100, a slate-leading 27-point projection at 11,123 per game, and recent 34, 11, and 14. The why is elite usage in high-leverage moments, plus national validation that often precedes featured scripts. He was named Offensive Player of the Year at NFL Honors on Thursday, per multiple reports. And coverage also noted he narrowly won the award, while Myles Garrett was the unanimous Defensive Player of the Year. The Drusky mispronunciation moment kept JSN in the headlines as well, which often aligns with early designed touches from Seattle to set tone. He remains our top captain. Projected ownership is still oddly muted, which is a gift given the ceiling. We are reversing course from yesterday and adding wide receiver Rashid Shaheed back into our value pool against New England, who have a tough defense overall. Dash rank 78, 10-point projection at 6,300 with recent 6, 9, and 1. The why is role and salary in correlation builds. The mid-season trade to Seattle was reported by Ian Rappaport and amplified this week, with pieces framing him as an unsung hero on a conference finalist. He gives Darnold a vertical and return game spark at a low tag, and if New England clouds JSN, Shaheed's speed becomes the pressure release. We are moving off yesterday's Mac Hollins tournament sprinkle to consolidate on Shaheed, given the updated salaries and Seattle-centric builds. He is also being overlooked by the field, which boosts his tournament appeal tight end. We are keeping tight end A.J. Barner as our Seattle punt against New England, who have a tough defense overall. Dash rank 64, 8-point projection at 7,200 with recent 3, 0, and 3. The why is single-game correlation and salary balance. If New England devotes resources to JSN, Barner can benefit on play action and red zone looks while keeping builds flexible. We are adding tight end Hunter Henry as a bringback against Seattle, who have a tough defense overall. Dash rank 60, 10-point projection at 10,500 with recent 3, 2, and 15. The why is red zone usage and direct correlation with May stacks when you fade Patriots wide receivers. The Sportsline model and Week 1 tight end discussions featured Henry among viable prop targets earlier this season, and in a lower scoring, field goal heavy script, he can still pay off on a single end zone look. He's also flying under the radar kickers. No change. Kicker Jason Myers against New England, who have a tough defense overall, remains a priority. Dash rank 48, 11-point. Projection at 8,100 with recent 7, 11, and 8. The why is game texture. New England's defense is built to concede 3s over 7s, and Seattle trusts Myers in range. Recent national features on his career arc underscore that trust and usage. He is not drawing much attention, which we like. Kicker Andy Borregales against Seattle, who have a tough defense overall, stays firmly in play. Dash rank 46, 9-point projection at 7,500 with recent 4, 4, and 10. The why is steady volume and coaching confidence, echoed in multiple features on his breakout rookie season. Tight game environments stack field goal attempts quickly, and his ownership is minimal. Defense and special teams. We are keeping the Seahawks defense in our value pool at flex against New England, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall per the opponent rank indicator. Dash rank 53, 5-point projection at 4,400. The why is price-driven pressure and variance. If May's early timing is off, Seattle can convert a couple of drive killers and set up short fields at a bargain salary. We are also keeping the Patriots defense as our value DST against Seattle, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. Dash rank 58, 6-point projection at 6,000. With recent 12, 7, and 5, the why is leverage against popular Seattle stacks. If New England forces third and long and compresses explosives to JSN, sacks and turnovers follow, and they correlate with Myers if Seattle stalls. Again, ownership looks negligible, which is ideal leverage, quick notes on deep punts. Wide receiver Darica Young is emergency only at near minimum with almost no projection, and recent zeros, used solely to unlock premium captains in very large fields where you are embracing volatility. Ownership notes are mostly unchanged midweek. The field still looks light on several of these premium projections, which lets us lean into leverage without sacrificing median strategy wrap. We are not moving off our JSN first stance. For cash, lock JSN, pair with one of Myers or Borregales, and use Walker for touchdown paths in a tight script. For tournaments, rotate captains between JSN and Darnold with a sprinkle of May. Attach Barner or Shaheed for Seattle's salary balance, and use Hunter Henry or Patriots defense as your New England bringbacks. We are trimming Stevenson shares until late-week reports improve, per the injury coverage this week. If those clear, we will bump him back into balanced builds. That is the plan and the why behind every move heading into the weekend.